Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Monday, September 14th. Not a lot of sleep last night, sitting up late to watch the MTV Video Music Awards, and what a big show it was. If you did not catch it, it would be very wise for you to go back and watch the repeat, because there was a lot of really interesting things on there, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, there is some celebrity baby news. Russell Brand alluded to the fact that Lil Wayne is a lot of baby daddies. Well, he's actually a daddy for the third time, and he's on standby for baby number 4. Actress Lauren London gave birth to his son on 9/9/09, and his other girlfriend Nydia is due to give birth to another Lil Wayne baby in the next month or two. And he's also got a 10-month-old son from an unidentified baby mama. This one's named Dwayne Michael Carter III. Of course, he does have a daughter from his marriage to his childhood sweetheart, Antonia. Her name is Regina. She's 9. And there's other baby news in celebrity kingdom. Let's see. Tom Brady finally has confirmed, what everybody knew, that Giselle, his wife, is pregnant, but he did say she's due in December. And Elton John says his partner, David Furnish, has always wanted to adopt, but Elton's kind of said no because he's 62, doesn't think he has the stamina, and he's also traveling so much. But he and David went to a Ukrainian orphanage over the weekend, and he met this little boy named Lev, and it's a little toddler, and he said he's just completely changed his mind, fell in love with this little boy, and wants to go through whatever he needs to adopt him. Michael Jackson's 3 children are under protection like you can only imagine. They're being basically treated like royalty because their value has gone way up. With the death of their father, they're worth even more. So there's a lot of fears that someone might try to kidnap them or do even worse. So there's a team of bodyguards that have been hired by the Jackson family at a price tag of $1.1 million, a team of 6 who are trained especially in preventing kidnapping and how to deal with hostage situations should it ever get that far. Now, despite all the evidence being thrown in her face that Ed's a jerk, a cheat, a liar, Jillian's still convinced she picked the right guy and she's going to follow through with this wedding. She's going so far as to move in with him tomorrow at his place in Chicago. Audrina Patridge has been granted a temporary restraining order against some wacko who keeps showing up on her doorstep. She waited until the 3rd time before she actually called 911. I would have called after day 1 when he showed up with all these drawings, a stack of postcards post-dated 3 weeks in advance, a drawing of some woman being strangled. He had a beer for her that he said his family made at their brewery in Napa Valley and insisted she drink it in front of him. Why wouldn't you call 911 after that? You're afraid people think you were overreacting to all that? Well, he showed back up 3 days later. She was not home, but surveillance cameras showed that he was there for like 7 hours on her doorstep talking to himself. And then he came back the next day wearing a suit and tie, and that's when she said, okay, I'm calling 911. So police did arrest him, but they released him the next day on $15,000 bond. And she asked, for a temporary restraining order, and the judge granted that, and there'll be a hearing on a 3-year restraining order at the end of the month. And of course, the big news, everyone's talking about the VMAs and Kanye West interrupting Taylor Swift. There's a lot of cynics who say the whole thing was staged from the beginning, but I don't think Taylor Swift is that good of an actress. She looked truly stunned, truly speechless, mortified, humiliated, throw in your own adjective, and they said she was crying hysterically backstage. Kanye was escorted from the premises and went back to his place to watch the rest of the awards, and he blogged some sort of, half-butt apology in all caps, which is just extremely annoying. But basically he said that he apologized, or at least he said he spoke to Taylor's mom, who basically gave him a tongue lashing, because I'm assuming that's exactly what Kanye's mother would have done. But a source says he did not apologize to her. Basically just showed no class. But Beyonce had the final say on that. She showed extreme class when she invited Taylor to come back on stage when Beyonce won for Video of the Year and gave Taylor her moment to finish her acceptance speech. Just a quick little speech, just thanking everybody involved. Very sweet. Nothing real poignant to write home about. But now it's going to be the most talked about thing about the VMAs, overshadowing Madonna's tribute to Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson tribute, overshadowing Lady Gaga even with that wacko performance, and of course overshadowing how fabulous Gabriel Supported looked last night. Best dressed man of the evening, if I do say so myself. And that's your Showbiz Top 5.